When we talk about fixed income securities, we need to understand one thing at the outset, and that is what is the what is the relevance of securities, or what is the relevance of fixed income securities in the context of the valuation. And we understand that the global stock market is approximately of the size of $64 billion, whereas the global debt market is of the size of 100 trillion. So both $64 trillion, the stock market, and the debt market is $100 trillion globally. So we can very clearly see that the size of the debt market is much bigger than the size of the equity market. And that means what? That means all these securities need to be valued. And if all these securities, all these debt securities, if they need to be valued, obviously they would require professionals. They would require people who have a very good understanding of the valuation. And therefore, if we have to do the valuation of the fixed income securities, we have to understand each and every aspect of fixed income securities as we have done yesterday, and we would continue with it today as well. So the plan for today that we have is, number one, we finished the computation of fixed income securities, continuation of fixed income securities, and we finish it. Then we look at the introduction to derivative products, and then we talk about the macroeconomics. And if time permit, we would also look at the valuation and accounting standards. That means specifically three standards which have direct relationship or direct bearing on the valuations. Yesterday we understood duration, and I'm sure all of you would remember what is duration. Duration is discounted payback period. That means how much time does it take you to recover your investment from the security in terms of real value. That is your duration. So duration basically is an indicator as to for how long your money is locked up in the investment, and within how much time do you get it back. That is duration. Now that duration, please remember, it is called as normal duration, and it is also called as Macaulay duration. So both mean the same thing. Macaulay duration or the normal duration both mean the same thing. Now there is something called as modified duration. Now what is modified duration? Now modified duration is to determine the effect that 100% basis point change in interest rates will have on the price of a bond. Now remember friends, this question invariably is there, and that is what the modified duration checks the effect that 100% basis point change in interest rates will have on the price of a bond. It will increase, it will decrease, it will remain the same, it will not change. So those will be your answers. What is the right answer? The right answer is uh, in principle, increase in YTM will lead to increase in the modified duration. So if the YTM is increasing, if there is a change in the YTM, there will be if the YTM is increasing, the modified duration will come down, reduce. If the YTM is decreasing, then the modified duration will increase. And that is what you have to remember. And the formula is as you can see it on the screen. Time permitting, we will do an Excel exercise also. Understand it practically कि वाकई में क्या ऐसा होता है. Does it really happen कि अगर YTM बढ़ जाए तो मेरा जो ड्यूरेशन है वो कम हो जाएगा. Does it really happen? We will check it practically with the help of an Excel sheet. But for the time being, the formula of modified duration, as you can see on the screen, is Macaulay duration, and that is the duration that we computed yesterday, divided by 1 plus YTM upon N. What is YTM here? Please pay attention. YTM here means the change in the YTM. The change in the YTM. So if the change in the YTM is 1%, that is 100 basis point. That means you will write 0.001. 0.01. You will write 0.01, and then it will need to be divided by N. N is number of years. तो मॉडिफाइड ड्यूरेशन से आपको क्या मालूम पड़ता है? मॉडिफाइड ड्यूरेशन से आपको मालूम पड़ता है कि अगर मेरी YTM बढ़ती है 1% से, तो करेस्पॉन्डिंगली इसका मेरे जो ड्यूरेशन है उस पर क्या इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा. दैट इज़ नंबर वन. एंड नंबर टू, व्हाट इम्पैक्ट will it have on the price of the bond also. Remember, in principle, if the YTM is increasing, your duration will reduce. So increase in YTM will lead to increase in the modified duration. Now this is what it is, and we would check it with the help of an example. This is your modified duration. Let us understand, friends, this with the help of an example, and you can see the example is there on the screen. Illustration on computation of a bond price using a change in the bond yield or market interest rate. Please remember, bond yield or market interest rate or YTM, they are all used interchangeably in the context of securities valuation. So in the question, what you have been given is duration is D, and D is equal to 2.653 years. That means for this security, as it stands today, the duration, that is discounted payback period of this security is 2.653 years, and bond price is 94.213. So this is the current situation, and now it is asking you, if the yield of bond increases by 10 basis points, it's not basic, it is basis points. If the yield of the bond increases by 10 basis points, which is equal to 0.1%, or which is equal to 0.001, as I was telling you, what will be the price of the bond? So how do we find out the changed price of the bond? How do we find out the changed price of the bond in case there is an increase of 10 basis points in the YTM? So as you can see on the screen, so what we need to do, B stands for the price of the bond in the formula that you see on the screen. B stands for price of the bond, and delta B stands for change in the price of the bond as a result of change in the YTM. So that is the formula. Now, how do we calculate change in the price of the bond? That is delta B. How do we calculate delta B? So delta B, this is your delta B. How do we calculate delta B? So delta B is the price of the bond into duration of the bond into change in the yield, that is change in the bond price, change in the bond yield or market interest rate or the YTM. So that is the formula for calculating delta B, that is change in the price of the bond. So B is price of the bond, D is duration of the bond, and delta Y is the change in the yield, bond yield, or in the market interest rate. So how do we calculate the change in the yield? So change in the yield, delta Y is equal to change in the yield or interest rate, which is given to you in the question. So B is price of the bond, that is 94.213, which is given to you here in the question itself, and then D is also is 2.653. It is again given to you in the paper itself, in the question itself, and delta Y is, of course, it is also given. So what is delta Y? Delta Y, that is change in the yield. It is 10 basis points. So 10 basis points, and I'm sure you know 1% is equal to 100 basis points. 1% is equal to 100 basis points. So if it is 10 basis points, that means it is 0.1%. And if it is 0.1%, that means 0.1% divided into by 100, that means the change is 0.001. So 0.001 is the change in the yield. So how do we find it out? How do we find out change in the price of the bond? Change in the price of the bond is equal to price of the bond into duration into the change in the bond yield, which is 0.001. So when you multiply all these three factors together, what you get 0.24995. That means what? That means agar yield, if the bond yield or the YTM or the market interest rate, if it increases by 10 basis points, my bond value or bond price will go down by 0.24995, as you see it on the screen, and therefore the bond price will be the current price, which is 94.213, minus the decrease in the bond price as a result of increase in the bond yield. And so when you minus it, your new price comes to 93.963. So this is, friends, how to use the impact of change in the bond yield. And how will you find the impact? How will you find the impact? You will find the impact in the price of the bond by taking the current price of the bond, multiplying it with the duration of the bond, and then multiplying it with the change in the bond yield. All the formulas are given, and this is how you will be able to figure it out कि अगर, and please याद रखिए, and we have understood yesterday, if the yield is increasing, if YTM is increasing, obviously the price is going to go down. The price of the bond is going to go down. So that is, if YTM is equal to the coupon rate, price of the bond is same as the face value of the bond. If the YTM is lower than the coupon rate, if the YTM is lower than the coupon rate, then the bond is going to trade at a premium. If the YTM is more than the coupon rate, then this bond will be trading at a discount. That is what we learned yesterday. So this is, friends, to see the impact on the bond price using the duration and the bond price and change in case of a YTM. And please remember, and I'm repeating it once again for your memory, whether you say bond yield or you say YTM or you say market interest rate, they all mean the same thing.